Just some reflections after tonight's class. The idea is to embody who you are. And that means really looking at yourself, myself, ourselves, and making that determination. It comes always down to that, because without that point of reference to yourself and looking at and really, really looking at yourself and watching yourself speaking from that observational point of watching consciousness manifest itself in this mind space, you can start to get a feeling for yourself. There will be a certain discipline set up, or just good conditioned mind spaces that you've inherited through your good karma, that protect you from errant behavior of Siddha Yoga. Once you start learning to hypnotize yourself into a state of, in a sense, submission of consciousness to who you are, you can hypnotize everything around you as well. That becomes part of the Siddha process. Just the natural, it happens. So be aware of that. And the dangers of that, narcissistic personality constructs, all that stuff comes into play. So the psychological model you have to pay attention to as well as the physical manifestation model. They all tie together, ultimately creating a holistic representation or a holographic image of what consciousness might look like in this human form. So that's the message, that we have the power to do this. We empower ourselves by our imagination, and then the practical kinetic implementation of that imagination in our body. In other words, find a way to become what you think you might be, whatever that is, whatever form, whatever archetype, whatever image. Come close to it, as close as you can. Do some minor corrections if you have to for your own system. It doesn't have to copy something exactly. It just has to have the same function in the form of this. Well, it's the Kundalini itself. That's all we're doing here. We're dancing Shiva, Shakti. That's all we're doing. And that energy is spiraling around us at the speed of light, creating the central channel, opens the crown center, all the way down from the base of the spine. You know the story. Set to the navel, up under the solar plexus, gain that power. Yes, it's Siddha Yoga. You're going to have to do it. Martial arts, that whole thing. You're going to have to set that power there. You can do it with dance. You can do it with music. You can find a language that you speak fluently in or have the potential to. But it will still be set at the solar plexus. And then the dynamic of the psychological manifestation of consciousness and the overall feeling of the idea of happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction, bliss in a sense, because that is what satisfaction is. You just feel good. You have the neurotransmitter biochemical basis of this in your own endocrine system once you learn how to do some of the breathing techniques. That's the advantage of this. This gives you those tools to work with on a subtle level. You can change your own biochemistry just by breathing, by concentrating, focusing the attention pituitary pineal, bringing down through all the different glands. You can follow all the way through the entire systems of the body. You can control yourself on that biochemical nature of it, as well as the psychological energetics. We'll talk more.